Liam Payne, a beloved member of the iconic boy band One Direction, tragically passed away on Wednesday after falling several stories from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The 31-year-old singer's sudden and untimely death has shocked fans worldwide, including his former bandmates and their families, who have expressed their grief in heartfelt tributes. One particularly emotional message came from Payne and Twist, the mother of Harry Styles, Payne's bandmate from One Direction, who shared a moving three-word tribute on social media. "Just a boy," Twist wrote in a poignant Instagram post, alongside a broken heart emoji. Though brief, these words captured the deep sadness and disbelief felt by those who knew and loved Payne, as well as the countless fans who had followed his career from his days as a young, aspiring singer to his rise to international stardom. The phrase, "just a boy," reflects the shared sentiment of vulnerability and loss, acknowledging that despite Payne's fame, he was, at his core, a young man whose life was tragically cut short. Twist and Payne shared a connection that extended beyond mere acquaintance. The two met in the early 2010s when Payne, along with her son Harry Styles, shot to fame after competing on the X Factor UK in 2010. Though the group famously placed third in the competition, their meteoric rise following the show turned them into one of the most successful boy bands of all time. One Direction's massive success united the band members' families, forming a close-knit support system as they navigated their rapid ascent to fame. Payne and Twist developed a bond over the years as she watched him and her son perform together on some of the world's biggest stages. The tragic fall in Buenos Aires. Payne's death occurred on Wednesday night when he tragically plunged from the third floor of the CasaSur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires, where he had been staying. According to reports, the singer had been acting erratically in the hours leading up to the fatal fall. Eyewitnesses suggested that he might have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol, which could have contributed to his erratic behavior and eventual fall. Sources close to Payne told Page 6 that the singer had been cycling through periods of ruinous behavior for some time. His struggles with mental health and substance abuse were no secret, as Payne had previously spoken publicly about the challenges he faced after leaving One Direction. These personal battles often left him in a fragile state, and those close to him had been concerned about his well-being for years. Despite his fame and success, Payne's life was marked by internal turmoil, which many believe may have played a role in his untimely passing. Earlier in October, Payne had traveled to Argentina with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, to support fellow One Direction member Niall Horan, who had a concert scheduled in Buenos Aires. The couple had been seen enjoying the local culture and spending time together in the days leading up to the tragic incident. For fans, and those close to Payne, the shock of his death was all the more painful given the seemingly positive experiences he had been sharing with his girlfriend and friends, a storied career and the rise of One Direction. To fully understand the magnitude of Liam Payne's impact and the deep sense of loss felt by his fans, it is essential to reflect on his career, which began when he auditioned for the X Factor UK in 2010. Payne was just 16 years old when he first appeared on the show, displaying his talent as a solo artist. However, it wasn't until he was grouped with 4 other contestants, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, that One Direction was born. Though One Direction did not win the competition, placing third behind Rebecca Ferguson and winner Matt Cardle, the band quickly became a sensation. Simon Cowell, one of the judges on the X Factor, saw the potential in the group and signed them to his label, Psycho Music. Their debut album, Up All Night, was released in 2011 and marked the beginning of a new era in pop music. The album was a global success, with hits like What Makes You Beautiful and One Thing launching the band into superstardom. Over the next few years, One Direction released 5 albums, all of which topped charts around the world. The band's catchy pop songs, combined with their charm and chemistry, earned them a massive fan base, known as Directioners. These fans were passionate and dedicated, helping the band achieve record-breaking success. One Direction became the best-selling boy band of all time, selling over 70 million records worldwide. Payne played a crucial role in the band's success. He was not only known for his smooth vocals, but also for his songwriting skills, contributing to several of the band's songs. Despite the band's incredible success, One Direction decided to take an indefinite hiatus in 2016, allowing its members to pursue solo careers. A troubled solo career and personal struggles. After One Direction's hiatus, Liam Payne, like his bandmates, embarked on a solo career. His debut single, Strip That Down, was released in 2017 and featured rapper Quavo. The song was a commercial success, reaching the top 10 in several countries and earning multi-platinum certifications. Payne's solo career showed promise, and he continued to release music, including his debut album, LP1, in 2019. However, despite his success as a solo artist, Payne's personal life became increasingly complicated. The pressures of fame, combined with his struggles with mental health and substance abuse, began to take a toll on him. In several interviews, Payne opened up about his battles with depression, anxiety, and the challenges of living in the public eye. He often spoke candidly about how the constant attention and scrutiny affected his mental well-being, admitting that he struggled to cope with the intense demands of fame. In a 2021 interview on Stephen Bartlett's podcast, The Diary of a CEO, Payne discussed the darker moments of his post-One Direction life. He revealed that he had struggled with alcohol abuse and had hit rock bottom at various points. The interview was a sobering insight into the emotional toll that fame can take on young stars, especially those who rise to prominence at such a young age. Throughout these challenges, Payne remained in the public eye, though his personal struggles were evident to those who followed his career closely. While he continued to release music and perform, his behavior at times appeared erratic, leading many to speculate about his well-being. Despite his public battles, Payne remained a beloved figure in the music industry, with fans rallying around him in hopes that he would overcome his difficulties. The impact of Payne's death on fans and bandmates. The news of Liam Payne's tragic death sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Fans, many of whom had followed Payne's career from the early days of One Direction, were devastated by the loss. Social media platforms were flooded with tributes from fans who expressed their grief and shared memories of how Payne's music had impacted their lives. Payne's former bandmates have yet to release official statements about his passing, but the bond between the members of One Direction was well known. Despite the band's split, Payne remained close with his fellow members, including Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik. The group had shared a unique and life-changing experience, rising to global fame together and navigating the challenges that came with it. Their brotherhood, forged in the fires of fame, was something fans always admired. One of the most touching tributes came from Harry Styles' mother, Payne and Twist, whose simple yet powerful message on Instagram resonated with many. "Just a boy," Twist wrote, alongside an image of a broken heart. The three-word tribute captured the essence of the tragedy. A young man, once full of life and promise, whose journey was tragically cut short. The words also echoed the sentiment that Payne, despite his fame and success, was still a vulnerable individual who faced personal demons. A legacy remembered. Liam Payne's death marks the end of a chapter in pop music history, but his legacy will endure through the music he created and the impact he had on fans around the world. As a member of One Direction, Payne helped define a generation of pop music, creating songs that resonated with millions of listeners. His contributions to the band's success, along with his solo career, have left an indelible mark on the music industry. While Payne's life was not without its struggles, he will be remembered for his talent, his contributions to music, and the joy he brought to fans. His journey, though filled with challenges, was also one of incredible accomplishments, and his legacy as a pop star will continue to inspire future generations of musicians. As the world mourns the loss of Liam Payne, Fans, friends, and family alike will reflect on the light he brought into the world through his music, while also acknowledging the complexities of fame and the toll it can take on even the brightest stars.